In this video, we will be going through all of the options available under the application button. So up here in the upper left-hand corner of the screen is the application button. And if you click on that, you will then see all of your options right here. So if at some point you wish to save your work that you have done so far, you just simply click Save. The next option here is to print. And so you can either print a single image per page, or you can print a lab book. Now, all of your available options for the lab book will be covered in a later video. And then you can also have your very basic setup as far as the page setup and selecting a printer to which you will send the image. Now, here under the export option, we have some features. You can either select the option for exporting an image for digital media, an image for print, or we do have some other options that allow you to configure a little more of how the image will be exported. And then I will also discuss momentarily how to export Image Studio files. So here under digital media, you will see the image up here, and the image that appears here is exactly the same as it is here on the screen. If you do not wish for annotations or boxes or lanes or anything like that to appear in your exported image, over here just above your lookup tables, if you uncheck this features, that will turn everything off right there. And also, if you have switched to grayscale or done any changes like that, then that's how the image will be exported, just like that. And also, if you do not wish the entire image to be exported, if you just want certain sections of it, here under the image ribbon, under this print and export area, if you apply these crop marks right here, then when you export this, this is how it will, only what is available right within this will be exported. Now, a few things about the options right here. Normally, what we would recommend is that you set this for the number of pixels for digital media and 150 dpi. Most of the time, that will be perfectly acceptable for things like PowerPoints or web presentations or those types of things. And you will want it to have it be set to the original number of pixels. Now, you do have the options for TIFFs, PNGs, and JPEGs, but mostly for digital presentation, 150 dpi will be what will be acceptable for you. Now, down here under the name, you can save it to wherever you want just by simply clicking the Browse button, and you can click this Edit Name to set the default name, or you can just give it a name right here to be whatever is meaningful for you. Now, here under the images for print, this will you can have it set for either 300 or 600 dpi, and you will want it to be set for the original number of inches. And if it's not the same thing, you can just click this Reset Inches, and then for either the 300 or 600 dpi, that will be fine. And normally for print, a TIFF file will be what you want, but you do also have the options of PNGs and JPEGs. And then also the same options for naming the file for being exported. Under the additional options, you can do the current image view, which is the same as either the print or the digital media. You can have several images. So down here under the images table, if you have selected several images, you can have them all sent out as separate files. You can include a color bar if that is being displayed for the image. You can have everything sent out as all of your selected images in one image file if you would like to do that. And then also for movies, it will create a file that will cycle through all of your selected images in a movie type file. Now, for moving images around from one work area to another or from one computer to another, we have this Image Studio Files. And so if you will be moving images to a different computer, highlight whichever images you want to move. And you can just simply use a Control click or a Shift click to select different files down here. And then you click this zip file, and save it to either a network drive or a flash drive or something like that. If you will be moving files to another work area on the same computer, you can click this to another work area, and again, you will have selected the files down here. Click the work area where you want to save it, choose the work area from this list, and then it will move them to that to the other work area. Now for the zip files, what you will want to do is on your other computer, come down here to where it says import, and you're going to import that Image Studio zip file. And whatever changes that you've made to the images, or if you've started an analysis or anything like that, that will all be brought along with it when you import those. We do also have options for third-party images. So if you have TIFFs, PNGs, or JPEGs that you have acquired using different instrumentation, you can import those and analyze them using the Image Studio software. And then if you have other instrumentation from Lycor, say the Odyssey Classic or the Aerius, older Perl software, if you click on from other Lycor software, you choose whatever instrumentation that you have, click on that, and then this will guide you through going to finding those either projects or images, and then that will be imported into Image Studio. Now, a little note about this, it simply brings the images and all of the acquisition information. So if you have started any type of analysis using the other Lycor software, that will not be brought along with it. It just is strictly the image itself, and then all of the acquisition information comes along with it as well. If you wish to delete an image out of the work area, highlight it down on the images table and then click delete images. Work area, if you want to switch to a different work area that you have, you just simply click switch and then choose the work area from the list that you will see here, just like that. If you have settings from another work area that you wish to import into a new work area, you can click this import settings, and then any modifications that you've made to any of the presets, or say here under the Western analysis, any markers or anything like that, that will be brought along into the new work area. Logs, if you are having any difficulties with the software or any problems that you think you're having, you can export the logs and send that into the customer support, and then we can take a look at it and see if there's anything we can tell from those logs. Here under support, you can we do have an RSS feed that contains information such as new protocol updates and that type of information. And then also the web update will take you to our support page. Now here under key management, if you have received, say, the Incel Western key or the small animal analysis key, if you click on the install button right here, navigate to where that key file is located and then import that in. Here under configure, this is where you can choose the different instrument acquisition keys. So normally, if you are just connecting to a single instrument, such as the Odyssey CLX, you will just have that one checked, and then it will automatically connect in. If you're working on a computer that it does not have access to any of our instruments, you can just simply uncheck all of them, and then it will not attempt to make a connection when you first open up the work area. And then also under the application keys, if there are keys that you do not use, let's say that you don't ever do any type of grid or plate analysis, if you uncheck that, then those types of analyses will not be available the next time that you open up the work area. Of course, you can always go back in and add that later on if need be. Then also here, we do have some preferences that you can modify, and they're pretty straightforward. Undo limits, whether you like your values displayed as scientific or numeric, whether it's inches or metric for the units. The default colors for all the images can be modified on here. Whether you wish to use the scroll wheel for zooming in and out. And then also, if you have a computer that has somewhat of a slow graphics card, you can click on this if the images are taking a little while to render. And then also for the exporting of the data files, sometimes with Mac computers, if you are using the Numbers software instead of Microsoft Excel, occasionally those will be displayed incorrectly. So if you are using Numbers, you can just choose one of these options right here. Thank you.